All right, what's going on, brothers? Hopefully everything's going good. Hopefully everything's going well for you guys. All right. All right, brothers. In the background, you got Ice Cube from the scene from Higher Learning, right? But anyway, before we play that, man, I'm gonna just get into it, man. This Alabama boat brawl, man, in Montgomery, man, is not a revolutionary moment. It's not something that's going to inspire change, man. They're wrong, brothers. They're wrong. It's just a fight. That's all it is. I mean, our people, though, man. Our people are something else, man. And this is one of the reasons why. This is a great reason why we'll never get ahead. Uh, you know, change will come, brothers, but it's not gonna come from this right here, brothers. But anyway, brothers, let me just get into it, man. Okay, all right, brothers. This don't mean I'm an expert, but I'm from the South, right? All my years of living, brothers, I've seen incidents like this. I saw them in Texas. Hell, even in the Midwest. You understand what I'm saying? Uh, Matter of fact, in my hometown, brothers, a very similar incident to what happened in Alabama, the Montgomery boat brawl. I mean, it's almost identical. Almost identical. Of course, it don't involve boats, but these white kids had a discrepancy with one black kid. Of course, they all grown men now. They had a discrepancy for whatever reason. I forget what it was, and they jumped him. And as they started jumping him, a lot of other black people saw that, and they came to his defense. And a couple of them was my cousins. And I wasn't there. According to eyewitnesses who saw it, the people who saw it, uh, you know, they pretty much put a beat down on those guys. Because in my hometown, we outnumber the whites anyway. You know what I'm saying? So they pretty much put a pretty good beat down on them. Got them. And I remember they all got arrested except for the white kids, and they charged the black kids with something like mob action, something to that effect. Matter of fact, brothers, Jenna 6. You remember the Jenna 6? Not too long ago. That's pretty much similar. They end up getting into some fights with some white guys, and they end up going to prison. Of course, they was able to get those guys out. It's pretty much similar to that. It's very similar to that in the Jenna 6. They get into it with some white guys. White guys hang up a noose, and they get to fighting. The white kids don't get in trouble, and the Jenna 6, they get locked up. Same what happened to my cousin them in the 90s. But yet, they didn't do a lot of time. I think they end up getting off with fines. But I'm sorry to say this, brothers, is that's nothing new. That's not new. That's been going on, man. That's been going on since, I can tell you, since I've been around. Matter of fact, I even remember some old timers, elders, tell me about when they watched Roots, they had went on the white side of town and beat up white kids. When they watched Roots. I was like, what? Back then in the 70s. So this type of stuff has been going on, man. Matter of fact, brothers, I even experienced it. We was me, my cousin, and my brother. This is like 96, 97 in Texas. Back then, brothers, it's been many years since I've been to Texas. The white cats used to drive around with those gun racks on their trucks. I don't know if they still do that. They might do. They had their rifles, and they had the Confederate flag, which that don't even bother me now. I know it might bother other blacks, but I don't. I grew up seeing that flag, man, and it wasn't. I mean, hardly anybody. I don't remember not one black person complaining about that flag when I was coming up. And you saw it all throughout the South, at least in Louisiana and Texas. You saw it all throughout the South, right? Anyway, we're walking. It's late night. These guys, they're drunk. They throw beer bottles at us and, shout out racial slurs. Of course, we returned the favor and we started picking up rocks, throwing them at them. Throwing them at the truck, I even think we hit the truck, but it's so long ago. But they drive off. I ain't think nothing about it after that. They just going home. Of course, we talking about like, man, them punk, woo, woo, blah, 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 whatever. And my cousin just happened to look back, and he said, hey, man, look at this. We look back, now this didn't happen right away, maybe like 3-4 minutes later. These guys, they went around the block, parked, and they tried to come behind the alley. They was running through the alley to sneak attack us. So when we saw them, we turned to face them. They saw they couldn't sneak attack us. And boy, was we incensed. Man, we just started walking. It's only 3 of us. It got to be at least 8 or 10 of them. It's only 3 of us, man. Bro, nobody took a step back, man. I'm talking about me and my brother and my cousin. We just walking. Man, I'm so mad. I'm just ready to put my hands on somebody. I mean, we probably would have lost, but I was just so angry. I was just ready to put my hands on somebody. I was ready to hurt something. So while we start walking, of course they talking like, "What's up? What's up?" I like, "What's up?" We talking, and we actually doing like that skip walk, what they did in Montgomery. we was doing that, man, crossing the street to get at them. And as soon as we got halfway there, they took off running. And I remember my brother picking up a big old rock. And we once we got to the alley, we saw him running, down the alley. And we went down the alley. They had jumped in the truck and left. You see what I'm saying, brothers? And I say all that to say that those type of things happen. That's just what it is, brothers. And they've been happening, brothers. And they probably going to continue to happen. Ain't no change happening. It didn't inspire change. It didn't do nothing, man. You understand what I'm saying? And you know what's funny? That incident with mine, my cousin said, "Hey, man, I think I know that guy." My cousin said, once we got down there, because we saw the truck drive off again, he said, "Bro, he go to our school." I said, "No, he don't, man." He said, "He does. He does." And sure enough, brothers, when we went to school a couple days later, my cousin pointed to the truck. I said, "You got to be kidding me." We see the guy face to face, no joke. Asked him, "Hey, man, what's up, man? Y'all did this, blah, blah, blah." Man, he must have moonwalked his way out of it. He denied it, said it wasn't him, blah, blah, blah. But it was his truck. But anyway, brothers, I say all that to say this. Those things happen, man. It didn't inspire change. It didn't do nothing. And that's all that Alabama boat brawl was, man. It wasn't a revolutionary moment, bro. It's just like a one-night stand with a girl that you want to marry. I think that'd be a good analogy. Like, it's a girl, let's say it's a girl like, man, you really want to be with her, build a family with her. And she gives you a one-night stand and you're excited and happy. But that's all you got in the deal. You're like, man, but you really want to be with her. I'm not saying blacks want to be with white, people. I'm just giving that type of analogy. That's all it is, man. It didn't do no change. Yeah, you got a moment of satisfaction. A moment. That's it. It didn't change nothing. It didn't do nothing. That's all that is. But I'm going to let Ice Cube end it with this. I think it's very befitting. Let's check this out.
Look what his homeboy did to the side of your head.
What you talking about, kid? This shit. You ain't fading nothing over here, though.
One ass whooping, man. They still want. How you figure that, man? Look around you, man. They own this shit. They own this couch you sitting on. Them shoes you got on your feet. This building. This school. This country. You. We're behind enemy lines, dawg. One beat down and never compare to 439 years of captivity. Never.
There you have it. One beat down, brothers. It can never compare to what the obstacles we got going ahead. All right, but I thought that was a big befitting, man. All right, brothers, I'm out, man. Hope you got some edification out of that. I'm out. Peace.